Hola, soy Julio César Chávez.
And lights out, baby. Lights out all day.
This is Sugar Ray Leonard, and you listen to Fight Net Radio.
I mean, this is ridiculous. It's a radio show. It ain't a one-hour television spectacular.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
We gon' know. I got eyes and ears everywhere. I got friends all over the world, man.
Who gives a shit with White? He's a piece of crap.
With a tear in my eye.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Fight Net Radio. Lee Honish, Andrew Labouche, Miguel Antonio Barragan, bringing you the wonderful world of boxing. It is Monday night. We are 48 hours removed from what can only be considered as the greatest night in the welterweight division. Let's get started right there. I mean, right out of the gate. I mean, what a phenomenal evening of boxing, gentlemen. I mean, I can't rave enough about it. I don't want to hear about your weekends. I don't want to hear about, Trump finally starting to tweet that he's lost the election. I don't want to talk about how much I hate white people for spreading COVID. I want to talk about how great that night of boxing was. It's so good that I just want to keep going on and on and on about it. You know how I want to go on about it more, Andrew? I want to go on about it like I was reviewing the entire first round of the co-main event for half an hour to find out that a punch was considered a headbutt. Let's start right there with the greatest night of boxing. I start with you, Andrew Labouche. Have you ever seen brutal incompetency on that scale as we did with the Maloney-Baloney fight?
How's it going, Lee?
Hey, Andrew, did I come out of the gate a little strong on that one?
Man, I don't know how to answer that question. I wasn't mad about the outcome of the Maloney fight. Thumb in the eye, headbutt, whatever it was. The no decision to me is fine because it's not a loss on anybody's record. It was an accidental foul. And I know there's a new rule that says because the thumb's attached to the glove. I get that. But everyone that's watched boxing knows you kind of don't want to win a title like that. Because listen, you guys, I don't want that to be...
Did you watch Bob running around? Wait, hold on. We're being joined on
well, wait a minute. No, wait a minute now. Don't cut me off. Don't. God damn it, Lee. Fuck, man. Do that on your own. I don't want this to become the sport. I don't want all these punchers to be trying to aim for a fucking thumb in the eye because then they could run around bitching about, it was a legal punch, I should have that title. That used to not be a legal punch. That's not a way to win a title. That's not what I want to see in the first round of the fight. So you know what? No decision. Bring it back. You guys will do it again. Everyone gets paid. I wasn't as mad as ESPN. I mean, I swear to God, Joe Testatori, I thought he lost money on this motherfucking fight. I swear to God, someone needs to check if that dude put a bet down on Maloney because I've said this many times on Fight Net. Boxing does a terrible job of damage control on itself. I mean, I swear to God, you never see this in any other sport. How the fucking commentators will just turn. Oh, this is just terrible. I can't believe this. They gotta get it right. They gotta get it right. Like, shut the fuck up. Who the fuck pays you?
Bob.
God damn, man. Like, that shit, it just got way out of hand. I could see if it was a defeat, a loss, a controversial decision. The guy put in 12 rounds and they rob him. What the fuck? He fought for one round. Go ahead, you guys. That's really all I had.
Strong. But Andrew, let's get to the more important facts.
Yeah, I want to hear Mig's take.
Maloney flew for 21 hours, Andrew. Don't you have any sympathy for him at all?
I know, right? Them saying that was like...
brought that up.
I know. Them saying that was like... Remember what was it? Larry Merchant was like, Meldrick Taylor deserved those 2 seconds. He deserved those 2 seconds. He earned it, yeah. Oh, my God.
All right, I'll turn to you, Miguel. and then you can explain to me what arroz con leche is.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I've been on Instagram. So
I can tell.
explain to me about the greatest night of boxing, starting at 7 o'clock, where I got literally 45 minutes of 2 rounds of boxing, 3 max. I don't even know what to call the first 45 minutes of that show.
That's a good question. I mean, I was spared all the ESPN commentary because I did watch on ESPN Deportes, so I had, the Spanish version. So
You're so lucky, Miguel.
Or testosterone going off on fucking judges and stuff. But I mean, regarding Maloney and Franco, I saw both a punch and a headbutt. I couldn't decide which one it fucking was, but I'm not a judge, so fuck the file. But I saw both. So which one exactly was the one that caused it? I don't know. It was a little strange that they took over, 20 some odd minutes to try to figure this shit out. We're only talking about 2 rounds of boxing here. This is 6 minutes worth of fucking. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we couldn't figure it out a little bit quicker. But even me and my dad were watching it like, what the hell is taking so long? Like, it's either or. I'm fine with the decision. Everybody's robbery and other shit in regards to Maloney and how he's got fucked over, yada yada. It's like, look, if it was the headbutt that did it, so be it. If it was a punch that did it, so be it. If they couldn't come to the conclusion that it was specifically a punch, then we have to call it no contest and call it a day. They will get in there a third time, I'm sure they will. Everybody just kind of like blew their fucking gasket over this thing. It's like, okay, slow the fuck down, relax. It may have, but it may have been the punch. We don't know. But anyway, it wasn't exactly the most exciting. I mean, fuck, the view was longer than the fight itself. So
and today the Nevada Athletic Commission has released like still shots of headbutts that were landed in the first round, and like Miguel said,
Maloney was using his head, wasn't he? Like I could have sworn he came in with his head.
Yes, coming in with the head. I mean, the one shot of the thumb in the eye was clearly just a thumb in the eye. It wasn't a punch. Look, I know the rules. I know how they said it's changed because the thumb is sewed to the glove. I just don't want that to be an out. I think the Nevada Athletic Commission really needs to look at that rule and maybe test this glove, because you really want to start telling boxers that they can win on a thumb in the eye. I'm guessing we're going to see this again in the near future. That's not.
I was listening to some of these commentaries Spanish version, and they were talking about, they were leaning so hard on the fact that it was a punch and not a headbutt that they were trying to come up with some sort of explanation. Like if it was, but there should have been a gash, there should have been a cut. Like, no, that's not how, motherfuckers. Like, it's not like they always, if everybody remembers Rockman and fucking Holyfield when they clash heads or whatever the hell that. He had, Rockman had that big old lump in his forehead. It wasn't a gash. It happens. It's just how it is. And they were hell bent on trying to prove that it was a legitimate punch. All right, guys, come on, take it easy, slow the fuck down.
And it was almost sickening. It, like you said, you've seen headbutts in the first round, and the commentator's like, "I haven't seen one. I haven't seen one, Timmy." And it's like, what? You're just like burning in your seat. Like they took it way too far. I don't know. I don't know why ESPN, why Top Rank, some of these guys. The only ones that actually got fired, I think people got tired of, was Teddy Atlas. I think Teddy Atlas fucking said ESPN sucked so many times on boxing, they finally fired his ass for it. But no, you don't see this in other sports, and I thought it was a little embarrassing. Talk about, they keep saying that the situation was the black eye. I want to say the commentators helped give that black eye the way they were calling that fight. Like, they fucking knew. They knew. The commission didn't know shit. All those judges, those refs on the side, they ain't know nothing. Those, Timothy Bradley's a fighter. I'm a fighter. I've had a lot of headbutts. You can't do that. Like, oh, God. It was just, it's terrible. It's terrible.
I'm glad I didn't get that commentary.
Can you do it as Charles Barkley? It's terrible. It's terrible.
Terrible. It's so terrible.
It's terrible. It's terrible. I mean, his fight was just terrible. The whole fight card was just terrible. Back to you,
find anything.
Well, okay, because I get paid for my deep insight on these things, and I watched it for all 36 minutes for my personal entertainment. Here's what you miss out on the American broadcast, Miguel, and let's see if Andrew got this. Did you notice that they kept rewatching the first round a half second faster
Yes.
than the actual round was?
Yeah, Miguel. That's what I wanted to tell you. They were really dissecting just the first round. That's really what they did for that 20 minutes.
But they watched
No
it
kidding.
at a faster speed. They didn't watch it at a slower speed. They watched it at a half second faster and from the most desirable angles possible, right? So they had like 15 feeds to look at. They're literally like the basic shot that they used. And I don't know for the rest of you Fight Net Radio fans what broadcast you saw or how you saw it, especially, people, let's say in Australia. They were shooting it from the back they were using the shot over his shoulder, and they sped it up. They didn't slow it down. They sped up the shot by a full half second for the entire round. I can only assume that had a lot to do with a headset of, listen, sell it, you bastards, sell it like you own it.
Did you guys hear Bob go off too afterwards?
Oh, my
Man,
God,
I've never heard him so pissed off. It's like someone forgot to feed him his soup today or something.
God
or
damn it!
Saturday.
Nobody gave me
Holy
my
shit.
soup before the fight. First of all, let's just get to the basic facts. I didn't get my soup. I didn't get my soup before the fight. I like my soup before the fight. Now this horseshit. Do you know how far Maloney had to fly just to get that title put back on his arm? Then I went over to the table to talk to those dunderheads. Yeah, I use that strong language. Dunderheads. Those dunderheads couldn't make the right call as I stood over them and told them exactly what to do. And they said, Bob, you're not paying enough. And I said, fuck you guys. Make the call.
Hey, somebody told him to sit down, though. Did you guys notice that?
Yes.
For the phone.
Literally, and if you watched, he did the total... Bob did the ultimate gangster move while they were doing that. Bob, as he's walking away, looked over his shoulder back at them, like straight up, like one of
Matt
those,
dogging him?
like the meme with the sunglasses and the joint in his mouth. He totally threw them all a look as he went back. And I was sitting with a couple of people watching the fight, and I said point blank, I'm like, wow, Bob didn't get his soup. And they go, what does that mean? I said, it's a long explanation about Bob and liking his soup.
Yeah.
Which takes us to the other great fight of the evening, huh, guys? I was on social media all day getting all hyped up and excited about this fight. Woo! I was just blown up. I was so excited about this fight. Woo! I was starting to read where everybody thought Kell Brooks would be bigger. And then the first two rounds, Miguel and I are texting each other, and we're like, whoa! And I quote Miguel, am I tripping? Wait, let me get the quote correct. Am I tripping, or did Kell Brooks win the first two rounds? Now, I'm watching this with a couple of people, and we're all tripping, I guess, like Miguel, Andrew, and we all say to ourselves, that bigger dude is winning the fight. Cut to the fourth round when everything changed, and it looked like Kell Brooks walked into a left hand that wasn't even that bad by my account, but it threw him halfway across the ring, Chavez style. So we'll start with you, Andrew. Kell Brooks is still the basic piece of shit fighter we knew him to be, but he was good for 2 rounds, huh, buddy?
Yeah, that's Kell Brooks, the story of his life, right? And he's good for a few rounds, gets knocked out, and people are still going to say he's a legit fighter. And trust me,
Khan's right around the corner.
They'll be like, he was winning those first 2 rounds in his next fight. They'll be talking about the first 2 rounds. Listen, he did what we thought he was going to do. This fight played out just how we called it, to a T, actually, because if you guys listen to the interview, fucking Kell Brooks goes, it's not his hand speed, it was the fact that I couldn't see the punch. I thought that was that was just icing on the cake for me right there. Like, are you fucking serious? Did he really just say that right now? The guy that had 2 detached retinas was in the interview and literally said I couldn't see the punch. Like, whatever. You know,
ironically, he can't see anything.
Yeah, right. And then Terrence Crawford was like, "I told you that was going to happen." It's classic. It was fucking classic. Listen, if you've had 2 detached retinas, you shouldn't fight one of the best fighters in the world. That's common sense. That's what played out Saturday night, and that's all we've seen in there. Now, the big story of that fight was going to be the aftermath, was going to be the platform that Terrence Crawford had to maybe try to call out Spence or Pacquiao or one of these PBC guys. I thought they failed. I thought Terrence Crawford failed in the interview on just getting any kind of drive or energy going for a fight with him and Pacquiao or Spence or Garcia. I mean, shit, he could have even called out the winner in a better, the winner of Danny Garcia, Eroy Spence in a better fashion. And honestly, I think Bob Arum showed his fucking age on Saturday night, you guys. He has like the worst comb over I've ever seen an old man have. He's
not a comb over. The president has a comb over.
No, he does too. If you really look at Bob, he's got like 3 hairs he's trying to save his forehead from.
It's a rat.
It's terrible. He looked old. If I'm Terrence Crawford, listen. Bob Arum should have been smart enough to be Al Heyman of Top Rank now. There's a certain time when you're not the face of your company anymore, and his time is now. That Todd DeBuff or whoever he was priming to take over should have been in that spot, should have been calling out Spence, should have been calling out Pacquiao, should have been up there putting some real fire to their feet on getting this fight signed for Terrence Crawford. I mean, the fight, you know what? Terrence could beat them both in the same night. What? What is the old person talk right there? It's like an old man arguing out front. Like, it was, to me, it was just bad. He showed his age. Listen, 2020 couldn't get any more weirder, you guys, but I'm starting to think, is Saul Alvarez and Terrence Crawford really both going to be working with the PBC leaving the end of 2020? It's going to be fucking strange, but that's what it looks like it's coming down the pipeline.
Miguel Antonio Barragan, what did you think of the fight of the century for 2 rounds?
Well, I mean, I for a little bit, I did see Brooke weigh in, and I was like, oh shit, he looks pretty sturdy. He looked big. He looked comfortable. He didn't look gaunt or anything. So I was like, okay, I'm kind of buying into this now a little bit more than before. And then seeing those first 2 rounds, I was like, oh shit, maybe he could pull it off. And then that 4th round came around, and that left hook / jab, and that was to Andrew's point, that was pretty like alarming. The fact that Brooks said he didn't see that punch, that was that was Crawford in a southpaw stance with his right hand forward. That's in normal cases that would be the jab. It's like, yeah, you'll most likely get hit with that, but you'll see it coming, Yeah, you probably can't react fast enough, but you'll see it coming. Of course it is. It's the closest fucking fist to you. How did you not see that shit coming? And like, there's a certain angle where you see Brooke get hit and his eyes just fucking go to one side, and like, oh, what the fuck? Like, how the hell did that hurt him that much? And he definitely isn't the Brooke of old. So I was like, okay, once I saw him stumbling, we're like, are you fucking kidding me? Even when my dad saw it, it's like, did he stiff arm him? What the fuck was that? That wasn't even a damn punch. It looked like he stiff armed him.
I agree. That's what it looked like. It looked like literally like he turned his head into it and got caught and then threw himself across the ring.
Yeah, exactly. And Crawford, finished him. Crawford is a very good finisher, so he went in there for the kill and took him out. And then of course the post fight interview with Osuna, with Bob Arum going into full promoter mode. I swear he was dodging so fucking much. Like, there was these questions Osuna was asking, like, hey, Spence, Crawford, yes or no? Oh, we can get them both on the same night if they want to make a big pay per view. Like, the fuck, that's not what I asked you. It's a simple yes or no question. Shit, we don't have to go in circles. He was in like 100% promoter mode, and it just wasn't making any sense, And I kind of felt bad for Crawford's sis Danny, because when he was asked about how we can make Spence and Crawford, what did he do? He turned to Arum and said, "All right, dude, you take over. You're a promoter. You do this shit. You explain how this fight's gonna get done." And then Arum didn't even answer the question. It's like,
have you guys?
Go ahead, Andrew.
Have you guys seen the interview, I guess, Bob Arum did about the contract situation with Terrence Crawford? Do we have that in the news or anything, Lee?
No, but you can bring it up right here.
It's real bad.
I've read online about it, like quotes and stuff like that, which is I'm sure what you're referring to. But I don't know if this was like, I hear this was before the fight. Is that right?
I haven't put a timeline on it. I know it just comes from this weekend, but it does look like the end is near for Crawford and Top Rank with Bob Arum saying what he did. Lee, basically, he says in an interview, He could have built a house in Beverly Hills with the money he's lost on Terrence Crawford. He then goes into complaining about how Terrence Crawford, even though he works with ESPN, is very hard to get an interview with. He asked him to promote himself like Stevenson, like Lopez, like Pacquiao, like Mayweather, and says Terrence Crawford just will not do it. He said he likes promoting them, but will not go bankrupt trying to promote him. And he said no one has seen the money I have lost on him in the last 3 fights. Just some damaging words for a guy who's
Andrew, we have the quotes, and
There
we
you go.
have we have the man with the quotes. Joining us as always on our fourth line is Bob Arum. Good evening, Bob.
Nice.
What's wrong, Bob? Referees. Okay. What about referees? They're blind as a bat. Okay, Bob. While we're on the topic, can we have a discussion about the tracksuit you were wearing? You look like an old Russian gangster on Saturday night. And it was not a good look. And you look kind of doughy. Shut up! Let's get to this Crawford shit. All right, Bob. What exactly did you say? I'll tell you exactly what I said. He has got to start promoting himself like Teofimo Lopez does, Shakur Stevenson does, like Floyd Mayweather did, like Manny Pacquiao did. If he doesn't, then who the fuck needs him? Bob, you actually said fuck? Yeah, I said fuck. I like it. I can't do it anymore, but I like saying it. All right. What else did you say, Bob? He may be the greatest fighter in the world, but hey, I ain't going bankrupt on him, promoting him. That's strong words, Bob. That might upset the GOAT, as many people are actually saying, Bob. Shut up! Bob, you're very angry. Yeah, because I had to pay for the flight back from Maloney, and he didn't have the belt, and he was crying all the way. It was a really rough evening for me. Back to you, Jim. Thank you for joining us, Bob. There you go, Andrew. From the horse's mouth, directly. What a guy. What a guy.
When he said it, when I read it, first thing I thought of is he's not lying. I don't remember. I don't remember Terrence Crawford on ESPN doing any kind of specials.
Oh, look, we've met him. Miguel and I were sitting there. We talked to him. He doesn't promote shit. Hey, you got a fight coming up?
No.
Yeah. Do you know who it's going to be?
Yes. It was pulling teeth. It was seriously pulling teeth. Like, even if we don't get a sign bite out of you, fine, dude. Just give us a little bit of an inside scoop.
Just
Fuck
think of a
no.
name.
He didn't get a shit.
Just say anything. Just say the boogeyman. Who's the boogeyman?
Yeah.
I don't know, but that's who I'm fighting. All right, cool, man.
Yeah, on paper, dude. Oh my gosh, it was hard. It was like pulling teeth with that dude for real.
So yeah, Bob might have something there.
His contract comes up in October of 2021, so roughly, a little under a year, and then we'll see what happens with.
I think he's going to start
but...
throwing him under the bus.
Oh, he already is. I mean, did you see that other one that I just sent talking about? The question was asked if we want to keep him. It's like the question is, do we want to keep him? It's
Listen,
like, oh shit! Right off the bat.
Do we want to keep him? The question is, do we want to keep him? I mean, my God, what a fucking moron he is. I could build a house in Beverly Hills on the money I've lost on him in the last 3 fights. What a piece of shit he is. He's a piece of shit. He really is. He should be an O. Henry bar, but he's a piece of shit. That's what he is. He should be a Snicker bar. That's what he should be, but he's a piece of shit. The guy is costing me money. Strong words, Bob. Strong.
Mm-hmm.
Harsh.
Mm-hmm.
Bob's getting cranky in his tracksuit. The tracksuit. He was wearing sweats on Saturday. God damn,
It's almost,
Bob.
yeah, it looked like it was time to retire.
It's like they woke Grandpa up and said, all right, Bob, it's time. Let's go down to the fight. And he went down there, didn't really comb his hair. He's being taken down by the little ring card girls. You look good, sweetie. That's a nice set of cans on you. And I just picture this whole sequence of, I've sat at the table with him, and that's kind of the way they treat him. Here you go. Here's your soup, Bob. It is what it is. And that ends an incredible night of boxing that I actually hyped a couple of friends up about, made it a big evening.
Now, but wait a minute.
Women,
wait a minute, though, Lee.
Yeah.
Now, I was not disappointed with the beatdown that Crawford did on Brook. Now, if you look at their records, both had excellent records going into the fight. Like Miguel said, Kell Brook looked like a great athlete, right? Sculptured in the corner there. He looked like he was fit, ready to fight. There was nothing wrong with the outcome. You know, if you're just a casual going flipping through the channels that night, you didn't see anything but one of the best fighters in the world fucking beat down somebody that looked like he was a decent fighter himself. So I wasn't really mad about the outcome. Listen, I didn't want
Andrew. Look, I didn't
want that. What would? All right, let me put it this way. What would it have been for us guys, experts or whatever, the guys that really follow this sport, if fucking he would have went 12 rounds and won a split decision? Now he's not shit, because now he went 12 rounds with Kell Brook. Like, we needed Crawford to do what he did to Brook to make everything like just keep rolling. So I was fine. I've seen many pound for pound fighters beat the shit out of guys on national television. It wasn't a black eye for boxing. No way do I think that main event was a black eye for boxing. That was the best fighter in the world beating down what they were promoting as an ex-champ with a hell of a record, and he did. He has a great record. So no, I wasn't disappointed with the main event at all. Like I said, sometimes I think boxing critics they do more damage to the sport than anyone else.
Well, on the upside, we got to Naked Twister much faster on Saturday night. I mean, that's the upside, I guess. That's one way to look at it, Andrew. Although the whipped cream slip and slide, their hearts weren't in it, Andrew. They really wanted to see more violence on TV. Maybe I should just not get strippers that are into violence when you're throwing a party. Maybe. I digress. Let's move forward. Let's get to more news while we're on the topic of insane things being newsworthy. And here we go, right out of the gate. Yes, you guessed it. Floyd Mayweather is back. He returns on February the 28th, and guess where? Japan. What? Many of you are going, no, I can't believe it. Floyd's going back to Japan to make an easy payday. Well, you'd be correct. Former multi-division world champion Floyd Mayweather announced that he will return to the ring in an event called Mega 2021 on February 28th, which doesn't coincide with anything. It doesn't coincide with the new year, doesn't coincide with anything special, but apparently it's Mega 2021 for Floyd at the Tokyo Dome in Japan. In a short Instagram video, Floyd stated, Tokyo, Japan, I'm coming back in 2021. Me, myself, Floyd Money Mayweather, and my team will be doing something big at the Tokyo Dome. Well, he's back. He's broadcasting. Now, here's the question that I have for the panel of experts. I'll start with you, Andrew. Do you think he's actually going to box a real human being or do another stupid stunt event against a Conor McGregor type?
I don't even think a Conor McGregor type. I don't see him fighting. I don't know what Floyd's doing anymore. Losing interest in him by the minute, though. I'm off the Mayweather train, man. He's 44 years old. Like, or 43. There you go. He's 43 years old. Let's let him go. Just let him go.
All right. Miguel Antonio Barragan.
Well, I mean, we all want to let him go, right? But he doesn't want to leave. Realistically, he doesn't want to leave. We see every time he's with Tank, he's the one that's doing all the talking, right? He can't stay away from the limelight. He just can't. I don't anticipate this being a legitimate fight. He might as well go into pro wrestling at this point, because this is essentially what we're seeing. We're seeing these staged, fixed exhibitions, where dudes flopping around for him and shit like that. So making him look like $1 million and giving him $1 million for the sake of the fucking, or however many millions is going to collect in this fight in February. So I mean, it's just, it's understandable. The dude needs to make money. He's probably running out of cash for all fucking we know, so he's trying to make money, cool, by all means, but it's just like, I don't know. He posts one video of him, on a treadmill, and everybody loses their shit. It's like, all right, relax. It's not even a legitimate fight. He is not interested in coming back to boxing legitimately. Fighting anybody at top level now. He's not interested in that at all. He's interested in going to Japan and getting these major for sparring sessions, for glorified sparring sessions. So that's pretty much what this is going to be. I don't think it's going to be something legitimate. He's going to find some, 126-pound Japanese fighter to fucking, spar with, basically, and get paid. That's essentially what this is.
He's not interested, and damn it, there's a lot of people in the boxing world that shouldn't be interested in a 43-year-old Mayweather anymore. Like, he did it. He retired undefeated. Him coming back to the sport and fighting actual boxers, real fighters, I'm not interested anymore. Listen, there is no win against Floyd Mayweather anymore. He's 43 years old. He's been out of the ring for over 5 years with a legit boxer. There's no push for a fight. There's no drive. There's no thrill there anymore. Like, about the only fight he might have left would be on a Canelo fight, and that's strictly because the Mexicans would buy that to watch Canelo beat his ass. That's it. That's the only thing that would sell that fight. Not that that's some mega rivalry there that they just need to see. I don't believe that at all. It would be just them praying that fucking Canelo can get it done finally on Floyd. So, Floyd Mayweather, as a promoter, I'll listen to him. Tank Davis, he wants to promote Tank Davis, that's fine. Him doing any kind of fighting, exhibition fighting, any of that, no, I'm off of the Floyd Mayweather. Yeah. Stop promoting these bullshit things, and maybe, just maybe, he comes back to try to take a piece of the middleweight crown or something. That's about the only fight that Floyd Mayweather should really be gunning for, would be trying to break some history like that. Besides that, we shouldn't even be talking. We're wasting our time talking about him.
I would even be interested if he comes back at like 154, rematches De La Hoya again or some shit, something like that. Even I would even be like, okay. I mean, it's somewhat legitimate. Even De La Hoya, how old is he? 45 already himself, I think. Yeah. So I mean, now this seems a little up the Roy Jones and Mike Tyson alley, but it'll be a legitimate fight. I would say I wouldn't mind seeing something like that. These guys haven't gotten their fucking clocks cleaned by damn near everybody by this point. I would. But unless it's that, I'm over Floyd at this point.
Did anyone see? You brought up the Mike Tyson, Roy Jones. Did anyone see the black and white pictures that Mike Tyson released this week? Of, I guess he's 1 week or a few weeks away from this showdown with Roy.
That we're all gonna watch. Let's not lie about that.
He looks really old in these photos. It was like, hey, what pictures have they been showing us this whole time? Because they did black.
It's gonna be the greatest fight ever. Listen,
they did black and white. They do black and white photos, Lee, but it's mostly a whole lot of black. There's they're like, hey, just do the light real quick. There's Mike. There's Mike right there. It's like, what the fuck? Listen. Black don't like crap. Oscar with the lisp.
Black don't crap. Listen. It's going to be tumultuous in the ring. Listen. Tumultuous.
Yeah, I think they've been lying to us.
Tumultuous. Look at Mike. Aristotle. What is that crazy quote of his? Like Aristotle and all the great let's talk about it since we're here.
It's spine. I like when he said, I broke my back. It's spinal.
Oh, yeah.
Listen.
My deep impetuous.
Impetuous.
Oh.
All right.
And this
we're
is what?
Back to,
weeks away from, is that right?
Let's talk about the insane Iron Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. since we're here. Roy Jones Jr. does take on Iron Mike Tyson this coming Saturday. It's time for a bit of nostalgia. After 2 weeks of posting hype videos and training, Mike Tyson is heading back to the ring on Saturday. Now age 54, the former 4-division champion will take on Roy Jones Jr. this Saturday. Is it still at Staples? Like, for an empty audience? Do we know this for a fact? Like, are they still doing it at Staples? I find that really hard.
I think it might be that like Microsoft Theater that's nearby. Like, I have to assume
that would make more sense because that's the way the PBC does it. They use the Microsoft next door and they bubble it. Now, I've been over there a couple of times to see how they do it. It's not quite as secure as the bubble that we've had previously. Like, as much as I like the shit Top Rank, the bubble for what they're doing actually works, right? They took over floors of the hotel that are attached to the to the meeting room. Like, it's lockdown. They got security around it. Makes sense. Major League Baseball. I saw this with the Padres games downtown. They've got security. You can't even walk around the stadium during the game. They're protecting their clients. PBC, it's a little bit different. Like, you can go up and go, hey, got any tickets? And they're like, yeah, I got a couple up close. See, so it's a little different at a PBC type fight. They're just happy to have people stand around and look important in the background. It's a joke. They don't do that. Everybody calm down. So Saturday, Mike Tyson is taking on Roy Jones Jr. After weeks and weeks of speculation, many videos of both of these guys sparring and talking shit about how they say it's going to be a real fight. I start with you, Andrew. Is this a real fight? Should people pay $78, $88, or whatever ungodly amount of money they want for this fucking fight?
No. No, they should not pay it. And the only reason why I say that is because it's not a real fight. There will be no knockouts. There will be no scoring. They're going to be wearing headgear. I think that's one thing that people, the casuals, really don't know about this fight, is that there will be headgear worn by both of these men. It's 2-minute rounds in an 8-round fight.
It's sanctioned, Andrew. It's sanctioned.
No, it's not. No, it's not, Lee. It's not sanctioned. It's an exhibition fight. There's no going to be no commission.
The WBC.
It's called Black Lives Matter belt. I don't think that's a real belt. So no knock. I see what the WBC is doing there, but it's not a real belt. It's not a heavyweight title or anything like that. No, this is a fake fight, dude. Don't watch. Don't tune in.
FrontRowVIP.net, everybody. I don't know who said that. Where did that come from? Bob, was that you?
It was a fantastic.
It was. And if you were quick enough to hear that, good for you. That's pretty much how I'm going to watch it.
You're a dumbass to buy this fight. I'm dead serious. You need to do some different life decisions if this is your Saturday night. Seriously.
Yeah, we're going to fork us
again, Andrew, with the right amount of strippers and naked Twister.
No, that's not even entertaining for strippers, dude. You're totally buying their. If strippers are hanging around a Mike Tyson, Roy Jones exhibition fight with headgear, bro, they're lying to you. They're lying. They're lying. They're just there for the money.
They're just in it for my money, Andrew?
Yes, I think they're there. Yes.
Bambi doesn't love me.
She told me, though. She told me. She gave me her number.
And she's going to school to be a nurse.
Yes.
God damn it, Andrew. Fuck, another myth blown. And I thought
Don't
they were
buy this fight, you guys.
No,
but I'm telling you, I think the best kept secret is that headgear. They even have me doubting myself. There is headgear in this fight, correct?
Yeah.
That's the last I've read.
That's the last I've heard.
Yeah,
there's going to be no judges. There's going to be no actual scoring of the rounds. There's going to be headgear. I think even larger gloves. They're going to do the 16-ounce, I think. And,
yeah. See, when
it's going to be shorter rounds, shit like that.
When people ask you, I'm telling you, I have been asked about this numerous times, right? And when I tell them the rules, they totally don't want any part of this. And it's like they did a real good job of hiding that from the casuals, because there's a lot of guys that might purchase this thing thinking, fucking Mike Tyson and Roy Jones are really fighting, dude. Who do you think's gonna win? Like, no, they're not really fighting, you fucktards.
Fucktards. Wow, a new word has been introduced.
Yeah.
I don't think we've used fucktard in quite some time. By the way, Andrew, I'm just getting word from our brand new sponsor, FrontRow.VIP.net. They will be showing the fight on Saturday night at no cost. So, Andrew, while you're blowing all the myths, are you going to tell me that her breasts aren't real either? God damn it, Andrew. Why do you keep ruining it for me? Well, I'm glad we all had this talk, since I'm going to label the show Tyson versus... I'm going to label it Tyson versus Holyfield just to see what that does for the crowd, instead of Tyson versus Jones. God bless you people for making this happen. I think this is more about the fans than it is about anything else, ridiculously. Let us return now to real news. because we have more crazy news to get to within the next 40 minutes or so. Top Rank announces its December 12th triple header, and yes, Bob will be joining us for his comments because I love it when he starts to talk up the undercard talent. His comments about undercard talent might be the funniest shit ever. At least to me. We'll see if you agree. Shakur Stevenson, who's 14-0 with 8 KOs, the undefeated former featherweight world champion, will fight Taka Khan. Taka Khan? Taka Khan? Taka Khan? Taka Khan? Taka Khan.
That's a good one.
Yeah, and if you think you're tired of the Taka Khan jokes, wait until I record it and upload it. Taka Khan Clary, 28-2 with 19 KOs and a 10-round junior lightweight main event on December 12th from the MGM Bubble in Las Vegas. The 10-round co-feature will showcase lightweight Felix El Dynamite Miguel Diamante.
Mm-hmm.
The Dynamite, correct?
The Diamond. Close.
The Diamond, thank you. See?
The Diamond.
Verdejo. Felix Verdejo. Felix Verdejo will be featured in the co-main event, taking on. Oh yeah, go ahead. You can do this one too, Miguel. Masayoshi Nakatani.
Nakatani, yeah, that one sounds good.
Yeah, there we go. He's 18-1 with 12 KOs. ESPN will televise the opener. Super middleweight wrecking ball Edgar the Chosen One Berlanga. Okay. Was 15-0 with 15 knockouts. Will fight an opponent to be named that night. So don't expect anything great. When Bob was asked about Shaka Khan, this is what he had to say. I have no doubt Shakur Stevenson will put forth a tremendous effort and performance as he prepares to challenge for a junior welterweight title in 2021. Taka Khan is a highly skilled southpaw boxer, and I expect him to be in top form. You know, every time we bring these guys in, they're just amazing. I mean, they really put on a show right until their face hits the mat. What the fuck happened on Saturday night? Thank you, Bob. Thank you. He was crying, you know. He was crying all the way from the ring, all the way to the fucking plane. All the way. You know, we flew him in on a private jet, for God's sakes. We had to keep him quarantined. You can't put him on a 26-hour flight with all the fucking people. Normally, I just put his ass in coach. But we had to fly him in a private plane all the way here and back. It was just expensive. He was fucking expensive is what he was. There was no release. Do you understand the terminology? There was no finish. There was no, what's the word you kid use? Orgasm. Yeah, I haven't had one of those in a long time. Orgasm. There was no finish to the fight. A lot of foreplay. No finish. Thank you, Bob. We're all rather terrified at this moment. A lot. We're actually terrified a lot, Bob. We're rather completely terrified by you at this moment. Moving forward, let's talk about, you know what? I'm going to go to this topic because Miguel sent it, and I want to talk about it. I don't know how to get it up on my screen, but I think it'll be hilarious nonetheless. Miguel, earlier tonight, texted us over 3 different, what appears to be tweets from Adrian Broner. So let's talk about these. If you're watching the video, I will probably have put them up on the video screen for you to look at. For those of you listening to the podcast, just go to Adrian Broner's Twitter because he's too stupid to even work this out for himself. The first tweet that Miguel sent over to us from Adrian Broner: how do I make a hashtag OnlyFans so I have so many videos that the world would pay to see from me to all of my brothers just acting a full fuck that I only got $13 and I am in debt for $800,000. OnlyFans me, please. Now, let's just start right there with the possible videos that he has. I'll start with you, Miguel. What do you think that he could have that I would pay $13 for me to actually want to see? I mean, if I were to go to OnlyFans?
Probably not a damn thing. I mean, him acting a fool, dancing with his pants down, like showing half his ass. I mean, what else? Wasn't there a rumor that he got into a scuffle with was it? I think it was Tank years back or something, a couple of years ago. Maybe some video of that. I would pay to see. But no, other than that, I don't think there would be a damn thing I'd be interested or worth
Any
paying
sex tapes?
to see.
Do you think he's got a sex tape in him?
I'm sure he does.
Oh yeah, he has
him
sex.
and that one broad from his fucking
strippers.
music video.
Yeah, Adrian Broner likes going to strip clubs and going down on girls.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
yeah. Everybody knows you don't go on a lunch. You don't.
Yeah.
It's a Lunchable, kids. It's a Lunchable. It's a quick snack. You're just in, you're out. It's not surf and turf. I mean, it really, when you're going carpet, and I'm a carpet kind of guy. When you're going for carpet, you got to know where the carpet's been and who's walked on the carpet. For God's sakes, I mean, I'm just talking to the kids out there who listen. You
don't eat off the Motel 6 carpet, do you?
You don't eat off the Motel 6. Yes. Now, when I drop something on the floor in my place, hey, I'm the only one in there, so hey, I might pick up food with the 3-second rule. It's kind of the way I like to roll in those subjects. That's just a lesson for all of you. Oh my God, that's so hilarious. Nah, this is why God made alcohol. That's true. That's why God made alcohol, for guys like Adrian Broner to justify behavior of that manner. Andrew, is there anything that Adrian Broner could put on his fans only page that you would pay $13 for?
No, sir. No.
You're not prolonging this bit very well. The next tweet that was sent to us by Miguel prior to this show was, once again, Adrian Broner. Look, everybody, just cash app me 13 so I ain't got to make an OnlyFans. My cash app is $about billions89. Whatever you can afford will be helpful. My $13 ass need it, and I will be grateful. Did someone hack his account? I mean, is this like a joke?
Has to be a joke. I swear, dude. Oh, this is on his Instagram account.
This is what?
It's on Instagram account.
I bet you it was only men that were hitting him up on his only page account, so he started rethinking his life.
Which takes us to his final.
I'm sure the ladies weren't the ones running over there trying to give Adrian Broner $13 to see his fat ass. We all know Adrian Broner's fat every time he gets out of a fight, so most likely it was only men that wanted to see him.
Which takes us to his final. No, go ahead. What? Wait,
I was just gonna say just the fact that like we think like no, there's no fucking way this is real. There's no fucking way this is real, and then he puts,
he can't be putting this up. He can't be that dumb, right?
Yeah, and then we see his actual cash app. Okay, hold the fuck up. It's almost like I can hear him saying like, no, I'm just kidding. No, but for real though, if he can spare me like $13, like what the fuck? Are you kidding or are you not?
Look, I'm joking, but I'm not joking. What?
Yeah.
I'm joking, but I'm not joking. What if, like, I got 1 million people to give me $13? Then I'd have $13 million. People like me. No, actually, Adrian, people don't like you. Yeah, but for real, it's a joke, but I'm not joking.
And this is the second time that Adrian Broner's asked his fans to give him money. This is the second time he's tried this. It's a not a good place right now for Adrian Broner.
I think it's a great place because that takes us to his third Instagram post. We are at $799,029 away from paying off my debt with you all help. Wait, good English here. Pay off my debt with you all help. We can get this done in no time. Let's go Cash App 13 to $about billions89. Well, the irony of him still calling himself About Billions and cash apping $13 doesn't escape me. So, how much longer before this guy's naked and climbing the Empire State Building, like King Kong in some kind of drunken rage? Like, how close are we to him really, literally going full Monty crazy here? Like, he's trying as hard as he can to be an asshole.
If he actually did a OnlyFans page on him selling drugs, I might watch that. It'd be like a real life cop scene, right? He could just hang out on the corner, try to sell dope, and not get caught. I think that would be a hot series.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Running,
Adrian
the
Broner on the
shootouts.
next.
I fucking
Oh
would pay
my
$13 for that.
Fights. Yeah, exactly. Getting into fights
Dude,
with people.
his car, his SUV was sprayed 8 bullet holes. He showed up to the police station with. I would pay $13 to watch the 13 bullet holes through the car.
Yeah, I paid $13 for like a framed bullet that was found inside the fucking inside the car itself. I paid $13 for that. Yeah, free shipping, please. Free shipping.
That would go on your shelf, so that would go on your shelf of boxing memorabilia. I have an
it'll be on my
Adrian
man
Broner
cave.
bullet.
Yep, it'll be my man cave. It's like this bullet came close to taking his life right here, right.
Never
This bullet
feel
right
more
here.
welcomed in your neighborhood than 8 bullet holes
Yeah.
through your car.
Exactly, and that's why he says I did it for the hood. Yeah.
All right. Moving to our next story. Hours of speculation, weeks of speculation, and lots of Oscar De La Hoya sitting in a corner and being unhappy. Canelo is a free man, as we covered last week, but now we're talking about who he's going to fight next. And as of the 11th, just a few days ago, looks like Canelo Alvarez may face WBA super middleweight champion Callum Smith. ESPN Salvador Rodriguez reports that Canelo Smith will land at Cowboys Stadium or at the Alamo Dome or somewhere else. I like it when they do that. It could be here. It could be there. It could be anywhere. It could be on a boat. It could be with a goat. He might eat it with ham and eggs. He will eat it. Sam, I am. Sorry, I wanted to work that in today. Once I get a Dr. Seuss reference in, I've had a good day. Let's check the Fight Net radio list, Andrew. I got in strippers, not licking strippers, and a Dr. Seuss reference. My day is complete. And also interested that Smith is going to be promoted by Matchroom, so they're looking at a DAZN card. So let's start right there and talk about it. Let's talk about Callum Smith and Canelo. I start with you, Andrew Labouche. Are we into this fight?
Yeah, into the fight, of course. I would watch it. 2 undefeated champions. Why not? More interesting to me about this is the fact that he just left DAZN, and now they're saying that his first fight without them might be with them again. Now, to me, this is a bad decision move by Saul Alvarez if he does this, because there's no way he's going back to DAZN for $35 million for that fight, right? So they actually cut him loose and then got him on a cheaper price. This is going to be real bad if this is how this plays out, because it looks like DAZN is the winner in this one.
Miguel Antonio Barragan, please share with me your feelings.
Well, I'm totally into this one. I mean, you can't do any better than the consensus #1 super middleweight in the world. That's one of the things that we see. When a guy moves up and fights in a new weight division, maybe a tune-up fight, and then the next dude in line, or the rumor was for a little bit that he was going to fight Caleb Plant, and that didn't go down. So Callum Smith, I mean, you can't do any better than that. I'm totally down with that. Eddie Hearn has gone as far as not be on pay-per-view, and it will be on DAZN. So how the fuck does that work? To some extent, I believe it wasn't about. I think we can kind of figure out that suit thing with and boy was the way to get out like money. I think he was more than would take $1 million low, but instead of 35, he was going to take the 20 million as long as he got out of that contract. So I don't do much. It's what happened, like what Andrew was saying, like DAZN is going to get him for cheaper ultimately, but it's going to be free of Golden Boy, which I think was Canelo's intent. But I mean, how this is going to work, it doesn't make any sense. He got out of that contract with DAZN only to fight on DAZN again against Callum Smith. I didn't think this fight was even going to go down, to be honest. I thought he was going to choose Caleb Plant because Caleb is with PBC and Fox, Showtime. He has a history with Showtime. It makes sense. But he's going to end up on DAZN somehow. How the fuck is it going to happen? We're not going to see it. No.
What I heard about the PBC is they want him for 3 fights, and I think we talked about. There's no way that Alvarez wants to be under another banner. I think Alvarez is planning to open up his own, right? He's gonna do a De La Hoya and come out with his own promotional company and carry on his career. So I think that's where the PBC thing fell apart. Once again, because Al Heyman ain't really, none of these guys are into losing belts, right? You like to keep all the belts in your stable. If I'm Callum Smith, I'm trying to win 5 rounds. You win 5 rounds, Eddie Hearn's giving you either a draw or a 7-round victory. Win 5 rounds, man. Stay up for 12, and you might have a shot in this fight. If I'm Eddie Hearn, I'm looking to keep that title, right? I'm looking to keep my boy undefeated. Fuck Canelo Alvarez. He's not with my banner. He's not with my promotional company. Alvarez is playing real with fire here because he's not Oscar De La Hoya when Oscar De La Hoya made this move. He just isn't.
I've been sitting here thinking, guys. As you both know, I'm currently living with a professional dancer. I don't like to use the word stripper, and I just realized right here, right now, that she may not love me. Okay. Yeah, I'm into the fight, Andrew. Yeah, well, Well, she said Tiffany was her real name. I haven't ever seen a driver's license. I got to be perfectly honest. She does pay half the bills in ones, so that's a plus. I got that going for me. Moving forward, now that we've gotten that out of the way, our last story of this week, which I just find completely fucking amusing. The WBC doesn't have enough belts, so they're going to come up with a brand new division. It's called the Bridgerweight division. The WBC, looking to make an extra buck because the Black Lives Matter belt is just not selling T-shirts and belts like they thought it would. Mauricio Suleiman has further discussed the new division that the WBC will create, called the Bridgerweight. It is specifically designed for boxers between the weight of 200 and 224 pounds. Now, I could be completely wrong before I read the rest of this article, so I'll start right here. Do we still have a cruiserweight division? I realize Alexander Usyk is no longer there, and that was the biggest name that they've had since, I don't know, Chris Bird and Evander Holyfield. So, does the cruiserweight division still exist? Do you guys know for sure? Is there still cruiserweight fights out there?
As far as my knowledge is, yes. And this Bridgeweight division is only for the WBC. I haven't heard of the IBF, WBA, and everyone else falling into line with this. So yeah, no, the Cruiserweight division's still there, and I think the only one that will be getting this ranking for this division will be WBC fighters that enlist for this this title shot, because I believe if you want to go heavyweight, you could still go heavyweight also.
How hard up do you have to be as a fighter to go, I'm signing up for that? You know what? We've been waiting for that opportunity, Andrew, to either make you or me a WBC champion. I think this is it. I think this is it. Right? I'm actually at this weight right now, so I'm about 200 pounds right now, Andrew.
Yeah, but Deontay Wilder was 218 in his last fight, Lee. He's 6'7".
Wow, what if this whole thing is about getting a belt on him? Whoa. What if this whole thing is about getting a belt back on Deontay? Wow, this is great conspiracy shit. Mauricio and the PBC are going to create a new weight division just to get a belt. And yeah, we're going to end on crazy stories about Deontay. I can't pass that up either because we've been exchanging craziness all week on that topic. What if Deontay becomes the new Bridgerweight champion for the WBC? Anybody find that not as outlandish as I do?
No, that sounds plausible. That sounds very plausible. I mean, get another belt on him, yeah, just for the sake of having that green belt on him. That sounds totally plausible.
So I know Tiffany doesn't love me. I'm smart enough to know not to lick her. I know Deontay's going to get a new belt from the WBC, and I still know my Dr. Seuss nursery rhymes. Cool. This is a good episode.
Do you know what the Bridgeweight? Do you know where that comes from, Lee? This Bridgeweight division, the name Bridger.
No, I have no idea.
This is the young boy that jumped in front of a pit bull or some kind of dog that was biting. Yes, it was biting his sister, and the young man went after the dog, and the dog did some bad damage to the kid's face.
No, he's going more craziness matters kind of belt.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Mauricio right now. He's like really trying to change the face of the WBC to this, like, you know, Mauricio is woke, you guys. Hey, he's in. He knows what's going on in the times, you know. Fucking kid gets bit by a dog, boom, title. Black Lives Matter movement going, boom, title. Like,
he has his ear to the streets, as they say.
Yes, there you go. There you go.
Now, what I'd like to know is, like, will these sanctioning fees that we're going to have for these bridgerweights, are they going to go to the kid? Are they going to go to him? You know, like, come on now. Trying to use that as a fucking facade for just to get more belts. Get the fuck out of here. You know, come on now. Give the kid a couple of sanction fees.
That's true. That is true.
Hold on, I gotta find this story because we're definitely gonna end on this story. Mirror UK. I gotta find the actual story. They don't. I can't find the actual.
You know, the kid had a great. You know, he caught everybody's. Or how do you say it? Melted everybody's heart with. I guess when the reporter asked him why he did it, he said, "If anyone was gonna die that day, it wasn't gonna be my sister or something like that." And that's basically when the money started flowing in.
You know, you're really ruining the fact that you're really bumming people out at this point in the show, Andrew, with real stories. So I'm going to bring this show back to where it needs to be because I can appreciate our level of insanity. Because, as I've been told by our international correspondent, Sam Navajero, who thinks that the last series of shows have all been some of our best work, and I personally think they've been a little dull, I'm going to ramp it up with none other than ending it on Deontay Wilder being batshit crazy yet again.
Wow.
That's right. His latest in his long line of excuses for losing the fight. This time, Tyson Fury cast a gypsy spell on me before the fight. That's right. Tyson Fury has responded to Deontay Wilder's claim that he put a gypsy spell on him ahead of his first WBC bout in 2018. The first installment, okay, where is this? Which he attributed gypsy magic. Gypsy magic. Gypsy.
It's actually racist. If Tyson Fury was to say that about Deontay Wilder, boy, oh boy, would they be eating him alive right now.
Gypsy magic. Man. All right, hold on. Let me get my board out and look at it. So in number one position, we still have it weighed too much. My legs were all gone it was heavy. It was heavy. I was wearing like a suit of armor to the ring and I was just blown out. All right. Number two, it was the gloves. Look at the video. It was the gloves, man. It was like swinging around like a baseball bat. His hands weren't in the gloves. Then it was something's in the glove. Okay. Look, I got a dent in my head, which was very funny last week. I got a dent in my head, followed finally by Mark Breland in some kind of conspiracy with Tyson Fury, put something in my water that made me lose all my energy during the fight. And this week we have he put a gypsy spell on me. All right. This now sounds like a game that we should have created a long time ago that none of us would have succeeded at. I think that we should bet now on what his next excuse is going to be within the next couple of weeks. Because at this rate, he's cranking out one bad excuse every 2 weeks. So I will go first. I suspect that next he's going to say it was his shoes. See, I didn't put my shoes on correctly. I usually use my lucky socks, but my lucky socks were wet. So I wore an extra pair of socks that I carry in my bag, but they were extra thick, and they made my feet sweat. And my feet were sweating so bad that I couldn't feel my toes. And once I couldn't feel my toes, I couldn't feel my hands. And then he hit me in the head, and there you go. That's how I lost the fight. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Tip your waitresses. I'm going with socks and shoes. Andrew, what do you think is next for Deontay? I've got to come up with a crazier than the last time excuse.
I have no idea, Lee. You know, I don't know how to make this bit any longer. What I will say, though, you know what's sad about all these excuses? And I don't know if this is just a state of boxing right now in America, but nobody in the sports world gives a fuck. Nobody in ESPN's picked up Deontay Wilder. Nobody, you know, when Mike Tyson lost, when he was in his 20s, or, you know, when he was in his prime, undefeated, taking his first defeat, and the whole world wanted to know what happened. There was interviews everywhere. No one gives a fuck about Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is making these own videos, these own little Instagram posts or whatever. It's just sad, man. Like, I don't know if it's him or is it just America doesn't care about the heavyweights anymore. But this guy is he's nonstop entertainment. You'd think the entertainment TMZ would be all over fucking Deontay Wilder. Why not? There's a quote every time he opens his mouth. You know what I mean? But no, crickets. No one cares.
Yeah, he's lost his fucking mind. Miguel, would you like to jump on the?
At this point, he's had to have lost a good portion of his fans. If you're still a fan of a guy who's made this many excuses over one defeat, I mean, come on. It's pathetic. It's sad. It's embarrassing. As he needs someone to actually, if all of this is true, which it seems like it is, he should be looked at. There's something else seriously wrong here. Nobody should have this many fucking excuses for one defeat.
Miguel?
We did actually forget one more excuse. He was also putting a lot of the blame on referee Kenny Bayless for not.
Oh yeah. Kenny Bayless was in on the conspiracy as well. That's correct.
He was in on it as well. So that's just another one to add to the tally. But yeah, like Andrew was saying, like something. He seems to be like mentally broken, broken. It's just one of those things where I kind of feel like it's like they suffer their first loss and they just cannot get over it. You know, when Trinidad got smoked by Bernard, like he was just never the fucking same. You know, he lost that he got his ass handed to him, and it was never the same fucking Trinidad after that. Even with the few victories he had after that, he was never the same fucking Trinidad. You know, I don't know what the fuck is up with Wilder and these damn excuses. Like, I swear at this point, he's coming up with new ones every other fucking week. I'm willing to bet he'll come up with a new one. I'm trying to think what good excuse he'll have next. I'm going to say he's going to blame it on the ring. He's going to say something about the fucking ring. The canvas was too soft. It was too slow. He wasn't able to move around the way he wanted to. Some dumb bullshit about the ring. I'm going to put my money on that.
That's good. That's very good. I think this is the moment where we need a Larry Merchant exit. So I turned to Larry Merchant for a Larry Merchant exit. I'm going to do it today because I haven't done one in a while. Jim, in the history of boxing, guys like Deontay Wilder, would they on a boat? Would they with a goat? Would they go here? Would they go there? Would they go anywhere, Jim? I mean, seriously, would they go anywhere? I don't believe Deontay Wilder would eat the green eggs and ham. Sam, I am.